What's up, guys? I wanted to kind of wrap up the last two videos I was talking about, and pretty much it's still kind of on the theme of sex and shit like that. But pretty much whatever you experience can't be undone, and that goes to everything in this reality. No matter what you do, it can't be undone. What the fuck? But it just gotta make sense when you think of it like somebody having a kid, or you starting to not even starting the process. If you having sex, like it's always that possibility that you can have a kid, and if you have a kid, that process cannot be undone. Even if you have an abortion, that experience cannot be undone. And a lot of people have to like just a lot of people have to think you need to take sex serious to be like you. Only way you take sex serious if you is to be married. But just the fact that you can have a kid alone means you should take it more serious. I ain't gonna say I always thought like that, but from after learning some shit, like you realize like marriage period is so sacred in the sense that you merge your energy and you combine your energies together, and that's when you start to realize how important sex is and shit like that. And even to why certain people come into your lives, like just a little off topic, I even put this in my notes, like when people come into your life, like my girlfriend, outgoing person because she a Libra and I'm a Virgo, so I'm structured, and sometimes I can get inside that structured person. Plus I'm a man, so all that logic and shit, like she helps me be outgoing and shit like that. And the same as she might be too outgoing, I help her be structured. But there's certain people that come in your lives, good, bad, or forever. I mean, whatever, to affect you in the long term, because like I said, whatever experience you go through, you're going to experience it for a long, like it's going to be a part of you. Like I said, your soul absorbs everything. And even think about like when you're a kid and you forget shit, but it still has an effect on how you act in the long term. Like even when you get older, you forget more shit, but that shit's still a part of your personality already. And then go kind of to the that movie Inside Out, if y'all haven't seen it, the little Pixar movie. But you pretty much have all the memories stored into you, and even when they get rid of them, they drop them down a dark hole, which could be the soul, and that means it's still a part of you. So I mean, let's see. Yeah, pretty much you when you have sex, and like I said, it's a combination of energies. You're merging your energies together, and that's what your real marriage is. Like, and if you even think about it, when you have sex, the more you have sex, you become one, and that's the whole part of it. Like when you see like tantra pictures and things like that, you see the energy making circles around the body and becoming one, and it's a whole part of different tantras that they have. But that's the whole part of being in a relationship. Period. The better relationships is when you start operating as one and not as two individuals. And once you have that like natural flow in your relationship as one, it's like crazy, and pretty much that's what led me to even taking sex serious, because I had, like I said, it took me a while to understand how important sex was. Like I just thought it was this thing you can just do for fun, but as a kid, I guess I was just ignoring my feelings because being dumb. Like nigga, if I had sex with a girl, even if we broke up for whatever reason, they broke up with me, I broke up with them. Like I still have emotions after a while, and people call it lust and all these different things, but it's like, bro, I'm not necessarily lusting after the sex, but it's still like a attraction there, and it's like being a kid, you don't really understand, and it's because you merge your energy with that person, and you're not being able to control yourself, and not being in tune with yourself like that. A lot of things happen, and a lot of things affected me in a certain way. And being a Virgo, I was hella emotional, so it took me a while to understand that I just can't be having sex with just people anyways. Like just no random old person, unless they're gonna have something like for me in the long run, in the sense of they're not gonna hurt me, in the sense of just holding me back, or however you want to look at it. Just it's just not a sexual thing. Like I have benefits out of it more than the physical type shit. Because you gotta understand, like when you start having sex with these people, even though they're in your life for a reason, like the longer you stay around, you can just contest to just relationships. Like the longer you stay around, bro, the harder it is to break up with that person, even if they're not doing you wrong and y'all just need space. It's just harder to get away from them because y'all energies are so attached to each other. And it's the same to when auras and shit like that. Like say you got a chair or something like that. Like that's your chair, your aura's in that chair. You walk in somebody's house, you can feel that aura in the house. Like you can feel like it's like somebody can instantly walk in the room and make the room feel like just awkward and shit. And it just go to people aura and like how energies always affecting each other, energies the unseen. And when you start having sex, it's just, and like I said, it's one of the most important things besides actually having a kid in the sense of, you know, creating something. Like, you're literally creating a new entity between, you know, whoever you having sex with. Because y'all are two different people and y'all merging. Like, that's something new. And then the experiences y'all have create a lot of different new experiences. But depending on what type of people y'all are y'all both positive, or y'all both negative, or y'all one positive, one negative? Like, it depends, you know. But I'm gonna kind of go into soul ties and being like a proud American, and how just kind of go into like the whole thing of just people merge their energies with America. And I feel like it'd be a good time to talk about this. Like, yeah, people merge their energy with gangs. People merge their energy with corporations that go against people. People sell drugs. People do a lot of different things that they see it as a benefit, and they see it as this is a capitalistic world, and they see it like this. And no, it don't matter if you think you got to answer to God, you got to answer to your higher self, you got to answer to the universe, you got to answer to karma. Whoever you think you got to answer to, you got to realize what they're looking at. They're not going to just look at, oh, you have to do it and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, they'll look at it, you chose the easy way out. And the reason I say this, look at people in the quote in the Bible when they talk about people being misled by pastors, and they talk about how the pastor be, you know, condemned 10 times harder or whatever. And just think about it in the sense that the people in the pulpit would be condemned too, but the pastor get more because he was the one misleading. But the people in the sense of, let's just not even use condemned, the people in the pulpit got misled, so you have to learn how not to get misled again. So you got to learn from those lessons. And like I said, lessons, experiences, all perspective on how you going, how you understand it. So the same thing, if you was misled by America, you going to fight wars for America, going to oppress other people, or you got to think about how tied in your soul is into it. I mean, yeah, you're not the person that's actually benefiting the whole, you know, you're not the lead, you're not the pastor, you're not the one, the puppet master in a sense. So of course you're not gonna get the worst of it, but you're a part of it. And that's why I was trying to stress to people for a while, like, we don't understand how, you know, how much our energies and our auras and these things are affected. And we learn from these things in this life, or you might learn in the next life, but it just depends on when you start doing your work, when you start paying attention, when you start realizing, like, I guess I'm about to get to it now, like, learning and being misled, like, that might lead to your downfall. Like, even like to, let me see, don't want to say that now. Yeah, like, even to, like, if you used to go to clubs and go in a low vibe and place like that, because people go there to stunt. So people gonna naturally be there stunting. People naturally gonna be there jealous. People bump into each other. People gonna be wanting to fight. People just do all these things. People drunk out of their mind. There's different spirits in there. So it's like, it's so many low different vibing things. And if you used to keep going there, what are you opening yourself up to? And like I said, just like when you open yourself up to sex, you open yourself up to merging with somebody else, or even possibly having a baby. And like, think about, like I said, if I don't think I said this in this video, like, if I was to meditate, if I was to sun gaze, and I could open up whatever I need to open up, but I might not receive anything yet, because it might not be a message need to be downloaded yet. But the same thing for going to the club. You might go the first 2 experiences, it might not nothing bad happen to you, but after a while you're going to receive that energy, good or bad. And it just go to, you know, shit, learning cycles. The more you do things, the more you receive from it. Like, because you're more comfortable, the better you get at it, and it is what it is. And to say if you're going, since people go to clubs for different reasons, people could be a DJ, people could be going to run away from their problems, people could, like, it's different reasons. People could be looking for a one-night stand, but think if you're going for a negative reason. What if you achieve whatever you was looking out to achieve? Why wouldn't you keep doing that? Why wouldn't you keep opening up to that? And then you're already in this low vibe in place, so what if that's somebody else's girl? What if, like, you know, just other different things you're allowing yourself to happen because you're in this low vibe in place. A lot of people are running away from their problems, and you merging your problems with their problems if you're definitely trying to, you know, do some things with them in a sense. So it's like, you never know. And like I said, we always absorb anything. You have to look at it as like Tesla say, everything is energy, frequencies, and vibrations. Like, if you look at it like that, if we always, like I said, somebody can walk in the room, you can go somewhere, like, your energy's involved, your energy's there, your aura is present. So we always absorbing, and it's like, I don't know why I said that, but think about it like this. people think that the club don't affect them. Think about when somebody flick you off, or call you a nigga, look at you sideways, or just they disrespect you. Think about how you think about that all day. Now think about if you was with somebody for a week or two and y'all had sex, or y'all was together for a month, or however long. Maybe I didn't have sex, but think about how much they would affect you, just mentally, passionately, vibrational wise. Like they were talking to you if you was chilling with them for a week or two, because people have those relationships and they just end out of nowhere. But those are still important in the sense, as I said, we absorb everything, we attract everything, and dang, I think I remember why I said that, but I'll get back to it later. But just think about it like that. If somebody can affect you from like flicking you off in a day, and you think about that almost your whole day, and you gotta tell somebody else, and they gotta hear about their story, so they got their vibration too. So that man affected two people in the sense of his energy reached two other people in the sense of whatever, I'm just talking. Now think about it like, and I said the same thing, like you there for a week or two, and it just goes to show you, like, I don't think you really need a ring and all these different things, because spiritually, it's all these things that they talk about where you think you need a ring is being done already. Like, every time she put that ring on you, bro, it's harder for you to break apart. And if it's good for you, that's good. Like, sometimes that's what you need. You need a foundation to build on. Sometimes you have the piece that you need to keep building. Sometimes you don't have to keep looking. So it is what it is. Like, everybody's different. Everybody got their experiences they have to go through. But I said once you go black, you can't go back. But I was being funny in the sense of like, say you learn from being misled. Say you learn from these different things. Like, you're not gonna go back to being that stupid person. Like, in the sense of being lost. Like that, those things won't trick you. Like, you don't get tripped up by tying your shoe anymore, because that's a lesson that you learned. That shit's way back in the past. Like, you know how to put your shirt on, you know how to potty, you know how to ride a bike still. Like it's certain things you learn, and it's hard to, unlearn those things. And it just goes back to show you how much we absorb and how much we are of the things that we've done out of experience. And dang, I had another reason of saying, like, it's levels to being. Oh, I said, because like like I said, you can't go back, but in the same sense, like, you can still, whatever level you on, you can get trapped in illusions of that level, of course, but it just go to show you, you're not gonna go back lower in the same sense. So it's like we're always technically rising. Like, if I'm always defeating lessons, and if I learn them and I truly learn from them, like tying my shoe and riding a bike, like, if I get them hoes down, like, with good fundamentals, I really learn the techniques of it. Like, that shit is down. So it just go to show you how amazing we are in a sense, and how special we are. But I was really talking about some other shit, but yeah, I got to that too. And I kind of talk about how special we are in the first video. So like I said, a little summary of everything I've been talking about. Got about 2 minutes. I'm trying to see if I've missed anything. Yeah, I mean, from the people that's being misled and don't understand what I'm saying about America, like, why do you think Childish Gambino makes songs like This Is America? Listen to Big Crit. He was like, I'd be crazy as hell if I think money was my happiness. Like, why do you think these people are saying these things? People that has influence, people that have seen the world, people that have done things that you wanted to do. Why you ain't listening to these people? And I ain't saying, like I said, we got to survive, but I'm just saying to the people that don't even understand me, like, you don't realize America fucked up, bro. Realize how tied in your soul is to this place, and realize the lessons that can be coming to you because of your involvement with this place, and not really wanting to change it, in the sense of not even wanting to get away from it, not even realizing it has to be changed. Like, your involvement in it is oppressing other people, because you're not going to ever even bother to change or even think of changing. And even if the option was given to you, like, nah, I'd rather keep America. We have movies, we have Splash Town, we got Starbucks, we got all these different places. Like, I like Best Buy, Walmart, like all these different places that you might love. So I mean, like I said, some people don't want to change, and think of the lessons you have to go through, because you're literally oppressing people. You're even oppressing yourself still. So, look, buddy, if you think you don't got shit to go through, I'm not even here to judge you, because I don't care. I only fuck with the people that know shit, and if you're around me, trust me, you got to know something. So, I wouldn't be fucking with shit if you didn't. But I'm up out this bitch. Deuces.